How's it going, everyone? This is Dr. Hefe, continuing our game of Wingspan. We're starting here at round number 3 out of 4. And if you missed rounds 1 and 2, there's a previous video that will show how we got here. If you just want to see the end of the game, where it gets more complicated and possibly more exciting. Oh look, the box. I alt-tabbed out, and I guess our box of little lights has gone away. I needed to reopen the box of lights. Anyway, I'm getting super distracted here at the beginning. This is the seasonal background, the Christmas background, as you can see. The game is 50% off during this seasonal time. So if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description below. And yes, let us get back to our game. So currently we have been kind of doing well in the end of round bonuses. What we need to continue to do is get some eggs in these bowl-shaped nests, which we could possibly do with some of these birds that we have. Kind of want to play this bird. Kind of want to play the turkey vulture as well. We don't need the turkey vulture immediately. Kind of just like I have birds that I can just throw down. Ooh, this would give us a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs. Kind of want to get these. I kind of want to play all these birds, actually. Just so we can have a really strong bird economy going into the 4th round. And of course, round 4, you know, having the most birds gets you the bonus as well. So that'll be really nice. Yeah, let's throw this bird down. So we can lay those eggs in this bowl-shaped nest. We don't have any other birds with that kind of nest, so it may be difficult to, you know, win this round. But it could happen. So we also need 1 egg to put on there. Do we have an egg? We have an egg here from the Wilson snipe, and that's fine. So let's throw this bird down. We do have a grain. Here you go. Eat up, little birdie bird. And I shall play this egg from there.
Brown-headed cowbird. Cowbirds do not make nests. They lay their eggs in other birds' nests.
Well, there you go. That's why they don't have a nesting type. This game is so cool how they've combined just bird knowledge and the physiology of birds with, yes, do we get to do that? With gameplay. So the brown-headed cowbird, I'll go look at the description if you weren't able to hear it. They don't make nests. They apparently lay their eggs in other birds' nests. So here we can go look at it. And someone else took the take eggs option, so we were able to lay 1 egg in there for free. So that was pretty cool. We have so many eggs that we could lay at the end of the turn. I kind of want to get more of these birds. Indigo bunting. We could grab that one. It's worth 5 points. We'd have to pay eggs here, though. Gain 3 fish from the supply. That would be alright. Or I can play our turkey vulture down here. Another thing succeeds. We can play the turkey vulture for free, so that's okay with me. Or do we want to play the brown pelican? Kind of doesn't really matter the turn order of these. The brown pelican is worth more. But all that does is give us the opportunity to just grab a bunch more cards. Which I don't... You know what, let's throw down the brown pelican. We have so many frickin' slugs. We're going out of our mind with them. So yeah, let's play 1 fish, 2 slugs. That's fine. Here you go. We're going to get 3 fish from the supply, so then we'll be swimming in fish after this. Our food economy is going through the roof right now. Yep, give me 3 fish from the supply, please. In fact, we may just put this turkey vulture up here. So we can just grab tons of eggs. Am I a madman if I do that? Because, like, this person keeps playing... Like, one of these 2 people will pretty much almost always do the lay eggs action. So we're going to fill up this nest rather quickly. Which kind of makes me think I need to grab this bird and play it ASAP. So I have another bird with the ability to put, or another bird with this nest type, so I can put eggs in there. Okay, let's actually do that. So let's grab this one. Do I want to grab another one of these? Ooh. This King Rail is kind of nice, that we can get a bonus card. No, we... ooh. This is fine. I like it. It's got fish and slugs, which we have a lot of. So does the King Rail. We could have tons of fish and slugs for it. So you know what? We'll grab these two, and then we'll activate this one so we can get another 4th bird. Hello, wood duck. Oh, you're a duck right here, a mallard duck. Draw 2 cards. So this allows us to also draw. It's like draw 2, discard 1. Another nice ability, but I'm not sure we'll pay it. I was getting my thoughts mixed up. I'm not sure we'll play it because it costs a lot of food that we don't currently have. We'll see. I'm glad to have these birds. And we definitely want to get this indigo bunting down. We don't have the grain for it right now, but that's fine. We can pay 2 slugs. Okay. Yep, exactly. I knew this was coming, so I'm glad we actually did this on this turn. Everyone's going to be laying their eggs on their birds. We're also getting extra slugs, because that's another ability one of our opponent's birds have. Let's see, we do have the most birds with these kind of nests already, but in order to really grab it, and where do we want to put this bird? Do we want to put it in the egg area or in the food area? I think our food is just so good right now. We also have birds that don't cost food, and this bird we already have all the food for. Let's go egg extravaganza. Here you go, indigo bunting. I'm cool with those options that you have chosen for me, game. I like it. I like that it automatically fills it in. You can always manually change it if you wanted. Oh, I have to select all of them now. This, slug, and fish slug. There we go. So if you're missing the food type here, so we're missing the grain, we can substitute it with 2 other types of food. So here you go, indigo bunting. We need to spend 2 eggs. Oh, we need to spend 2 eggs from here. That's fine, because we'll grab eggs next turn.
Indigo buntings are almost always found on forest edges.
Indigo buntings are almost always found on forest edges, is what she said. Here we go. Let's see it for ourselves. Yep, and here's this bird. Putting more eggs in other birds' nests, of course. Here you go. Get another egg up there. And of course we got another slug from the flycatcher. My goodness. Okay, so let's actually quickly see. We have 2 more rounds left. How many nest types and eggs they can get in there. This bird, or this player, could have a total of 3 eggs in this nesting type. This player could have 5 eggs total. So if we get 6, which is our max, we're guaranteed the win. And if we have 5, we're at least guaranteed to tie for first place. So, because I'm kind of thinking we don't want to fully fill it up. Because I'm sure someone else is going to take eggs, and then we won't have another nest to put the egg on. This is where birds with star type, they have a star type, but only 1 egg. Star type nests are good because then they are worth, it's basically a wild card. It can be any nesting type. Atlantic Puffin, I kind of like this bird. It's worth 8 points. You get to draw a bonus card. And it's the fish, which we have quite a few of. Similar to this King Rail. But yeah, anyway, let's go grab some eggs. This is one thing we're going to want to do. We'll put 2 here, another one up there, and where should we put our last egg? I don't think we have anything for this kind of nesting type, so here you go. Have an egg. good sir. Oh, that's right, we're activating this. Gain 1 slug or berry from the bird feeder if there is one. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Let's grab a berry. Yeah, because this person's going to allow us to grab all the slugs. Oh no, that's when played. When played, okay. There we go. That was the turn with activations. So like I said, it's simple. It's simple in what you can do each turn, but there's a lot of things to keep in mind. Like the activations of the birds, what's going on there? Where are the eggs going? Where are they coming from? What's going on other people's boards? Like we're getting to lay another egg right here. Excellent, that's great. So yeah, lots of things going on, which is great. It makes for a very interesting game. I think we're gonna play a bird in here, because it's only gonna cost 1 egg. And we can grab it from this one, ensuring that we have 6 for this end of round bonus. I think we've got it crushed there, but that's fine. Let's go grab ourselves a bonus card. That seems fine. Thank you for automatically filling that out, game. King Rail, we'll grab the egg from this bird. And we get to choose another bonus card. So these cards are scored at the end of the game. We have 1... Oh no, this isn't even... This just activates when they hunt successfully. So you don't have any hunting birds. It's called Falconer. A lot of falcons will have this. Ooh, birds with this type of nest. I think we already have a lot of those. Let's... Can't believe we can't... Yeah, we have 3 already. This shows us how many we have. 3 with the... I keep forgetting the name of the nests. So we just would need 1 more to get 4 points. I think that's more likely to happen. We would have to play 2 of the hunting birds to get this. So let's try and grab this. We can get an extra 4 points pretty quickly. Boom! Here we go, end of round 3. Last round coming up. Whoever has the most birds gets the bonus. So we're really just trying to play lots of birds. Oh, also one thing I didn't mention. Like you can see the cards here are different. Oh, we got Mallard, like us. The cards down here are different. Here we go. We don't have anywhere to lay this egg on though. So now we need to... I don't think we can... Yeah, if we click all over, it won't work. I wish the game would be like, hey, you can't actually do this action, so, like, skip it. But, like, I don't know, maybe it's grayed out enough. I can't tell, like, with the gray out, whether that's supposed to mean that you can't do it. Anyway, before I got distracted, the cards down here change in between rounds. So if you had something there and, like, the round was ending, you need to grab it before the round changes. So we played our King Rail. So we did lose out on the Puffin, but that's fine. It was just an idea, not necessarily a bird that we had to get. I'm kind of okay with doing this action. We kind of are looking for a bird with that symbol. None of these birds are too exciting, so we may just grab everything that we can from the deck. So let's grab 1. Okay, here's our bird. Ooh, this is a cutie bird. Oh, and the box of music is going off again. All players draw 1 from the deck. That's fine. I like it. We can pay 2 of some food to cover the grain cost. Kind of okay not getting any of these birds. Let's grab another random bird. When activated, gain something. And you know what? We'll pay an egg, just because I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to activate our brown-headed cowbird. And let's just grab another random card. Cool, when activated, we can cash some grains. So that's cool. We have lots of... Oh, and yeah, let's activate... Do we activate that one again? I kind of don't want to give the other players cards, because I think we already have enough cards as is. I don't think we need another random card. No. Continue. Yep, I will skip it. That's fine. Okay, other players are taking their turns. We have 4 more turns in the round. Feeling pretty confident. Pretty confident of our win. Where's our purple Gallinule? I'm not even sure I'm saying this poor bird's name correctly. We'll play you, so we get enough of the nesting type. That's worth 4 points, and you're worth 7 points on your own. You beautiful bird. And yeah, that seems like a good amount of foods to spend. We're actually going to be pretty much out of food once we do this. You know, I'm kind of okay. Spending the mouse instead of the slug. So let's change this. We'll do mouse, berry, fish slug. There we go. So you don't have any birds that eat mice. Click on birds to spend their eggs. Here we go. Goodbye, eggs.
Purple gallinule. With its long toes, this bird can walk on lily pads without sinking.
What? That bird is amazing. It said, with its long toes, this bird can walk on lily pads without sinking. That is very, very cool. Oh, and from here you can just click on this card to lay the egg. You can see that it was laid there. Potentially take it off and put it somewhere else. Not from this menu. Can we do it from the in-game? As you can see, the UI is... We can reverse it to take it off. And then we could come down here and put it on this bird. Not that it really matters, but... Oh, we gained another slug. We have lots of slugs. Okay, we have 3 more turns left. I kind of want to just play our highest scoring birds. So each turn we could do this egg action. And we can gain a berry or a slug. Actually, let's see. What's in the feeder right now? We could gain a berry from that. Get enough to play our Western Tanager. And then... I don't know, do something on our last turn. Not quite sure what. But I do like the idea of doing this. So we do that one. Click on some birds to lay some eggs. Doesn't really matter. But let's put it on King Rail. King Rail has a large empty nest. Here you go, buddy. I have a lot of eggs. We get to take this food. Last 2 turns. I think on our last turn we'll have a quick look at the other players' boards. Just to kind of see where we're at, where they're at, what's going on. Got another slug. So 2 turns left. We wanted to play the Western Tanager. So it's worth 6 points. We have to pay 2 eggs, so we're kind of like losing 2 points. That's fine. Here you go. We'll feed it with this. Spend some eggs. Here you go, birdie bird.
These flame-colored birds are hard to see because they like the canopies of evergreen forests.
Really? These birds are hard to see because they like the canopies of evergreen forests? Huh. Oh, someone activated a ruby-throated hummingbird. So people are taking foods from the bird feeder. Again, we don't really need mice. We'll take a Slugabrino instead. My goodness, all the little bird actions are going off. Here we go. Okay. I would have thought they would have been easy to see, but that's evolution for you. It works out. This bird is camouflaging in, even though it's brightly colored. I suppose if you're at the very tip top, and I was looking up from the ground, all I would see would be like sunlight filtering through, so I wouldn't really see this bird standing out. Alright, last turn. What can we really do to gain lots of points? We don't get points for food, so I don't think activating this one is going to work. Could cash something on this bird for 1 point. Not really that great. We could do this for 4 points. That seems pretty nice. We could go in here, gain some cards, but that doesn't really help us. Yeah, we have 4 birds here, so we're getting bonus points there. I think our best action this last turn is going to be grabbing some eggs. So, not the most exciting. It's something that we can do. Like, we could play this bird, but it's only worth 2 points, and we'd have to pay 2 eggs. So it's kind of like a net 0. The only reason we would play that is if we were wanting to gain the end of round bonus. So 7 points here. But we can see we are miles ahead of our opponents. They only have 9 birds and 7 birds. And like I said, I wanted to quickly look at their board. So you can see our board, we have 4 birds in each row. Let's see what kind of strategy Red went for. So they did not put a lot of birds in the food aisle. They do have quite a few food though. The birds they played... the birds they played also still needed a lot of food. Did they have abilities that got them food? They had this one that got them all the fish. They have this one that gets them fish when activated, but I haven't got that one yet, so they haven't been using this. They have the bird that can move. This one they just played. I'm actually kind of surprised how they got all the food. Let's look at their birds again. Some high-scoring birds, but the rest of them are kind of average. I'm not too worried about this player winning. They do have a lot of eggs, though, so that could be something that comes out. I'm not going to take the time to count it all. This player went heavy on the food, pretty low on the other ones. And here's the Wingspan bird, the Scissor-Tailed Flycatcher. The mating display of these birds involves aerial acrobatics that show off the long tail. Hey, I'm down with that. Nothing wrong with showing off your tail. They also have tons of eggs on everything. Because when activated, lay an egg on this bird. There isn't really anything else. So I'm also kind of surprised they were able to lay all these eggs. Their birds are also kind of average in cost. But then again, each other player has played a lot fewer birds than we have, which may be a good strategy. Like, we did have to pay, a lot of eggs to get these birds up here in the level 4 area. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you had to pay 2 eggs, which is the cost of playing these 2 birds. So, maybe a good strategy for them. Anyway, let's lay our eggs. It doesn't really matter where we put them. Let's put them all on the eastern bluebird. And grab some food from the bird feeder. There we go. That's our turn. So let's see what the final scoring shows. Yep, here's our Scissor-Tailed Flycatcher. Oh, that's the one that's been giving us the slugs the whole game. Haven't been paying attention to it. Another egg right there. There we go. We get our 7 points for having the most birds. And let us see the final scoring. Birds, the amount on cards. So we played the most birds, but were they high-scoring cards? Well, looks like we did. Our bonus cards, we had 2 bonus cards. Looks like the other players didn't really have that many. We crushed the end of round goal points. And we weren't even that far behind in eggs. So there we go. A very, very striking win. Again, this was against normal AI. So potentially, harder AI could be a bit better. In fact, I would expect harder AI to be a lot better. Here we can see the details of the breakdown. The replay. Oh yes, and this saves it to the archive. So we'll save it, just so we can show that off. Swing. Oh, and then it's just replaying all the way through it. Okay, let's not do that. Let's go out to the main menu. So yeah, that was a game of Wingspan. I mean, as you saw, it's very simple. The idea is very simple. You have 4 actions you can take. You can either play a bird, you can either get food, lay eggs, or draw more birds. Like 4 things. You can only do 4 things in a turn. How complicated can it be? But there's a lot of strategy involved, a lot of moving parts, and even I, who played this game a couple times, I mean, I'm no master or expert by any means, there is still a couple things that I kept kind of forgetting, like the fact that you can re-roll the bird feeder when you get to take something if there's only one type. I thought it was just whatever's left in there. So a lot of complicated parts. So I really like that type of game. A game that is simplistic in execution, but very complicated. Complicated in how you put it all together, and what birds you decide to take, how you play them, how you take each turn. It's so similar to Scythe in that way, so I can see why Stone Meyer decided to publish this game. And that in Scythe, you have same idea, like 4 actions. You can either do like research or build buildings or create workers or gain resources, like 4 things, very simple, but the order in which you do it, what things you choose makes, it basically wins or loses you the game. And yeah, it's just that idea of like very simple actions, but like so many multitudes of choices. And it's also similar to another favorite game of mine, Patchwork, where you can either buy a patch or you can either buy a patch or take buttons, like 2 actions, but like it's so complicated in how it's all put together. Anyway, I'm now rambling about board games. I love them, and I do enjoy a lot of digital versions of it. Sometimes it's not exactly captured. The joy of the in-person game or the joy of the little minis and figurines can't really be captured by the digital version, but the digital version of this game does so well. Again, the UI can be like kind of cluttered at times. There's a lot of things going on, but it's beautiful. It's so beautiful that I don't really mind it that much. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. If you think the game is good, something that you'd enjoy, I encourage you to go pick it up on Steam. It's 50% off through December, I think through maybe mid-December, towards the end of December. Yeah, and I think if you have other friends who like board games, it'll be a great game for you. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Till next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself.